What it do, baby? Welcome to Vegeta Saiyan Army. Thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. Nats happened. Crazy. I'm not too shocked at the American Nats. Piccolo topping is cool. Android 16 clapping cheeks coming out of nowhere. Batista bombing a lot of people that weren't expecting it. Best part about Nats, not enough props are being given to that dude. That's crazy. Anybody that said, anybody that's saying that they saw that coming and that they thought Android 16 was that good is capping. Top of the morning. No way. But in the other regions, we had a lot of good players as well. Now, I do want to talk about some of those players. I'm going to talk about the Majin. If you look, this video isn't really talking about Nats. It's talking about Majin Vegeta. Just because I like the deck. Now, I'm not coming into this video saying that this deck did well in Nats, therefore it's that great. I just want to show you guys a Majin Vegeta video because some of you may need to see this because it's a different approach. I like the Hirudegarn chain. Some people like the Majin Buu chain. Some people like different shit, and I think these two lists are very original, and I'm gonna give props to those that played it. So 2 top 8s, 1 from South America, and 1 from Oceania. I don't know where Oceania is. I thought that was a card. Bro, I guess like Under the Water Boys, Titanic Boys, Plane Underwater Boys. Maybe it's Australia. Is that the Australia event? I really don't know. But Peter Boctor. Boctor sounds like he's a blood. And his last name is Doctor, but he wants to say Boctor to flex. I don't know. Oceania's Nats. He got top 8 with this. Now, starting off, he's going with the Unison route. And he's not playing either of the chains. Again, this video is for anybody that likes Majin Vegeta. And wants. I think Majin Vegeta is a great best of 1 deck. Clearly, these guys are proving that at least in their region, playing online. And again, these 2 events, by the way, yeah, they were online, which is important. They couldn't go outside. I feel bad, bro. You guys still can't go outside. Us American boys, we out here traveling. We're getting in planes. We're going across country. We don't give a fuck. We're going to California talking about no negates. No negates. Like, sick as fuck. It's all good. COVID is no longer in America. But you guys staying at home, doing it from the internet, from your laptop, from your room. And so that's important to talk about. 1, it's another region with a different meta, and 2, it's not an in-person event. So my man's Peter here. Huge props. Top 8. Congratulations. Vegeta Saiyan Army boy already. Playing the Unison. The only Unison he's playing is a Demigra. 4 of. 2 Cells Kamehameha. 4 of the 1-drop Vegeta. And 4 of the 3-drop Vegeta for the servants. Basic, obvious. Now, what's cool is he's playing the 1-drop token. Chilled Army guy. It's the 1-drop. He's playing 3 of them. His name is Kabira Feigned Greeting. So like you take a life and it gets 10k and he plays a token that can swing for relevant damage too. This is like a good turn 1 play. If you don't have the 1-drop Vegeta, which is like a Saiyan Kaba that draws an extra card. So it's like an actual +1. And it swings for like 15k double. But now this chilled guy can actually like put in work early on as well. So it's good to have 2 cards that can do that. He's playing the Gohan Super Combo because it does bottom deck cards, which is good because you want to servant them. The only card in this deck that I feel is sus is Dark Death Ball, because I feel like Focus Breakthrough is better. Now the 3-drop SR from 1 set ago. Remember that set that had King Vegeta leader and the chilled leader? Okay, one of the SRs is this card. What it does is it comes out for 2. It's deflect, right? And if you crit a life, it creates 2 tokens, and you give 2 of your tokens 10k and barrier. I'm sorry, 10k and blocker. So 2 of your tokens aren't going to be 10ks, they're going to be 20ks. And he's 19k. So for 2 energy, you're getting 2 20ks and a 19k. That's pretty good, especially in an untapped 2 leader. Another reason why the 1-drop Vegeta pairs so well with that 1-drop chilled card he's playing, and that's the spice of this deck. That's why I'm talking about this deck, because it's really cool. It's because you're taking your life early and getting yourself down to that awakening turn. That like turn 2 can be really deadly because like it's turn 2 and you untap 2 energy, and he only needs to get to 5 to like awaken, right? So he's able to do that turn 2 easily with these 2 cards that help him awaken, and the leader also obviously like takes a life. So this leader doesn't hate going second sometimes, because that turn 1 you get a swing early on, and that's really cool. And then turn 2, if you have the nuts, you can really like push somebody's shit in. But I can see this deck is obviously like a turn 3, because he has a turn 3 play with a Gohan, and the chilled card only works if your opponent has 3 energy. So I can see this pushing for 3, but it could really disturb, like it can really do some damage turn 2. The Goku Spirit Bomb is a really cool card. I believe it's a Spirit Boost, really good with the Migra, and that can. So he has a lot of cheap aggressors on an untapped 2 leader, and that's to be respected. It's really cool that he's taking advantage of it. I can tell this dude, 1, is really familiar with the library of cards Dragon Ball Super has, and 2, good at aggro / plays a lot of Majin Vegeta. Because I can tell the deck has a lot of weaknesses, and those weaknesses are holes that he patched along the way with some of the cards here. For example, like it does lose to some floodgates, therefore Dark Death Ball. It does lose to some cards being played on your turn, therefore the Frieza's Charismatic Villain. Like you can KO some blockers, a lot of things are problematic, and a lot of things that your opponent can play on your turn, right? Like Agents of Destruction cards, and Koichikai really takes care of that, which we'll get into that later. But then he has the Frieza chain. So if something is KO'd, Surprise Attack Frieza comes out for free, obviously. I don't like the 4 of those. I'm not going to get in the way. I'm not going to like step on his dick on this list, because it's his list and he top 8'd, so respect. I just hate that it's a 10k combo for 1 energy. I like, in an aggro deck, 0 5ks, and that's it. But anyway, so he's using that and the Frieza's Charismatic Villain to put the ball under and obviously go into the Frieza chain. It's cool he's running it. He runs the other Frieza too, because he just needs 1 in the deck, obviously, or in hand. Deck or hand, hand, I forget. The Gohan, again, it reminds me of Miraculous Comeback Gohan, but instead it just like, it's if your life is at 3 or less, it pops a guy, 25k double strike, respectable. 3 of the balls to go into Frieza chain. Koichikai at 3. Not only is Koichikai good for the reason I mentioned, but it's also a card that like bottom decks a card out of your hand, so it fixes some of the cards that may be dead, some of the like 1 cost 10k combos that I was just talking about, or the Dark Death Ball, and obviously it helps with your turn when you're going in. Another card that really helps your hand is the Vegex starter deck, Kai, that if you have 5 cards or less in your hand, it's like a super combo but doesn't draw. So it's a 0 10k combo. He runs 2 of them. I can see somebody running 3 of those and 3 of the Surprise Attack Friezas. I feel like he sees enough Friezas in his deck to go up the chain without running Surprise Attack at 4, but hey, whatever. Obviously, fighting against Fate at 2, that's the overrealm of choice for aggro, and the Pan Secret Rare, which I think is the secret rare of choice if you're an aggro deck. So like Red Jiren is gonna love Pan Secret Rare from now on. I know people argue between Pan and Kai. I think they're both equally good. I think sometimes Pan is way better, and I think sometimes Kai is way better, depending on who you're going against and what you're playing. In this deck, I think Pan's better. Going into the next deck, my man Nicholas Olivares from South America, Nats top 8. Oh gee, my man's put his deck upside down. You hate to see it. I don't know why there was so many people. Bunch of crunch break. Motherfucker. There are so many people playing with their webcams upside down in the UK. The UK is wild. You guys are acting up. So he put his deck profile, he put his deck list upside down for you UK boys to be able to see it. You hate to see it, because breaking news. You hate to see it. You guys apparently don't have working cameras. I'm fucking with y'all. So I have the normal picture of this deck. Here we go. So Nicholas has same 4 super combos as usual. The ones that bottom deck, the servants, you want that obviously to make your servants live. He's running there's a bunch of secret rares this deck can use, by the way. Like the green Broly from before, he can use the counter boo. He's running the 2-drop Spirit Boost one that like steals a unison. Really cool. I don't like that he's playing only 3 of the life and death Vegetas, because that shit is clutch. When you bottom deck it with Koichikai or the super combo, you bring it out for 1. It's for 1 energy. It's a 30k double strike that if your opponent uses a counter skill, it stands up again. But he clearly needed room because Nicholas as well, just like Mr. Bokter, he has a pretty good grasp, I guess, on the meta and and those are the best players that usually top, is people that like know what's happening meta wise, people that know what's coming in from different matchups. So clearly he's played against Sin Shenron. Clearly he's played against deck with big boys. So he has the full power Kamehameha. Not the full, what is it called? Yeah, full power. The 1-drop black card right there in the middle top of that, like for 1 energy, warps anything bigger than your opponent's energy. On the very tippy top, that Dodoria 1-drop is a counter play. Again, a good call against a lot of 1-drop, 2-drops that your opponent could play on your turn. The reprint of Further and Destruction Champa. Homie doesn't just run Vegeta, he runs the Solar Flare, because I can't read, there's a flare on the top cards, I can't, but it's a Champa, it's a reprint art of Champa. He runs 1-on-1, 1 Secret Identity, 1 Fighting Against Fate, I like that. So depending on which one he needs, he'll use. Only 1 Koichikai, I hate to see it. 2 Ribrians, the Hand Destruction Maidens. I don't know, I mean, I don't know why, because this deck hits you so early that your opponent is like, I'm not going to need these extra cards because I'm going to be comboing for life, so they'll drop trash. I wonder if he goes a little bit later in the game. Maybe he goes to turn 4, turn 3. No idea. Shocking Death Ball. Sparking 5, you can take a life, negate the attack, KO, 2 or less. Or you can just do it for 1. He's running the World's Martial Arts, Tien and Goku 4-drop and 5-drop. So one of them has Barrier, one of them has Deflect. For 1 energy, the Goku comes out, you take up to 1 life for 1 energy. And then for 2, Tien Shinhan comes out. He wipes your opponent's board of everything that's 5-drop or below. And once double strike, once triple strike, you get a 10k pump. And that's like a permanent. It's not like when this card attacks or on your turn, 10k pump all the time. And it goes deep. Double strike and triple strike is really good. So he's running 2 1-drop Vegetas and 2 1-drop Vegetas right there in the middle. One of them is the promo. So you play it for 1, the 15k servant, swing, and then for 2, you play from the deck the 4-drop SR in active mode. The one that's on the bottom right there. It's a triple strike, and it takes out 3 counters from a unison. Deflect. Really cool. And the other one is I'm pretty sure it's the Hand Destruction Hate one. That like if you drop a card, if you drop this card from your hand, play it and draw 1. Or it might be the Untap Hate. If your opponent untaps using a counter skill, crit a life, burn a life. But no, it's a draw 1. It's a draw 1. Deity's Wrath at 1. I can tell he only owns 1 and he only plays 1 because of that reason. Because I do the same. He's running a 3-3 split of the Unisons, 3 of the Bardock from set 10. The 2-drop that like kills the combo. Really cool. That could be a good meta call against yellow. I'll tell you right now. Against maybe Soul Striker as well. Any blue yellow or yellow. Charismatic Frieza at 3. Focus Breakthrough at 2, which I think is the play. Bokter was using the Death Ball, the starter deck card, and I think Focus Breakthrough is better. Frieza's Kamehameha, they agree on that, and I think Homicidal Clone is better than Shocking Death Ball, but this deck goes longer, I think, so maybe Shocking Death Ball is better. 3 Dormants, yeah, the Demigra, the SR, Majin Vegeta at 1, same, the 2 Gohan 5-drops from a draft box, or Battle Boost, or what do they call that? Doesn't fucking matter. 3 of the Majin Vegeta 1-drops. So he's running the Servants at 3 and 3. I personally don't fuck with that because like I love the 1-drops. It's like the best card in the deck. So again, really cool for both of these guys. Again, this isn't much to like talk about nationals as much as I just wanted to show you guys these Majin Vegeta decks that did really well. If you guys could please do me a favor and bring your phone up close to your computer. Hey Siri, subscribe to Vegeta Saiyan Army. Hey Siri, like and comment on the video that I'm playing right now. I hope that worked. I'll see you guys later. If you guys have questions about this deck, Nicholas and Bacter, what's up? If you guys want to get in the comment section, talk about your decks. If you guys have questions about their decks, give them props. Go to Vegeta Saiyan Army on the Facebook page. I love these. I love Majin Vegeta. Green and red is hard to play. I need to make a video about how good yellow is, because yellow's bussin'. So yellow is really good. I'm playing yellow now. It's incredible. So I'm gonna talk about that. But I'm glad that these decks are doing well, at least in other regions. If you guys have more Vegeta decks, let me know. That are topping in any national event. I can't wait to see Worlds. Who do you guys think is gonna win Worlds besides the United States? Obviously, let me know, and I'll see y'all later. Sheesh.